Okay, guys, look at page 166 at the very top. It says what? What did the directions say to do on page, the very first problem? So find the zero of each function by graphing. So find the zero. What did I tell you the zero was? The x-intercept. So if the x-intercept, if you're trying to find the x-intercept, you're trying to find x when y is 0. Y is, okay, think about it. On the x-intercept, what is 0? The y is 0. That's kind of hard to see. Purple. Let me do this green. This is another. Okay, on this one, look at the x-intercept. X is 3, y is 0. On every x-intercept, y is going to be 0. So when it says find the 0 of the problem, you're trying to find when y is 0. You're just trying to find when y is 0. So all we're going to do is put 0 in that equation. Remember, f of x is another way to write y. So that's all we're doing. And we're solving for x. Go, solve for x. Yeah. After all the hard ones I've given you, that should be simple. Now, don't turn it around, remember, because inequalities you can't turn around, so don't get used to, oh, I'm just going to turn it around. Just leave it just like that. 3 equals x. So, at what point, what is the x-intercept? 3. Or you could say 3, 0. Correct? When you graph it, guys, when you take your calculator and turn it on, everybody turn it on. Let's clear it, because I don't know what we did the table set and all that. Second plus 712, enter. I don't have to be saying that, do I really? Go back to y equals. Now, guys, y equals, when you graph this in, you know what? They're doing y for 0. They're assuming y is 0 right here. So all you're doing is putting in negative 2x or plus 6 and go to the table instead of graphing. Go to the table. Okay, so did we get 3, 0 for the x? And the y is what? Y-intercept is what? 0, 6. But they're giving you all the other points also. They're giving you all the other points for that y could be. Because y depends on what x is. So does everybody see that that's your answer? So 3 is your, I tell you what, let's come up, well, let's just circle that. We'll know what it means. Okay, now I want to do, we're just going to skip. Let's do number 5. Okay, now let's think about this a minute. F of x is another name for what? Y. It's another name for y. So put this up above there. When you see y equals 13, what do you know about that graph? It's going to go horizontally, right, through point 13. So is there going to be an x-intercept? No. There's not going to be it's not going to cross the x-axis at all. Just a second, that's your thing. But so you're going to write no, 0. There's no 0, there's no x-intercept because it doesn't cross the x-axis. Does that make sense? Okay, go. We're doing 18. F of x equals negative 15x. So, if we think about y equals negative 15x, y equals, so we can do this. What are we going to put under here? 0 equals negative 15x. But when I divide by negative 15, x equals 0. That's different from no 0. The 0 of the line, the 0 of the function is 0. Yes. Because why? When you look at that, what do you know about that equation? It's proportional. It's proportional. Listen.
You will stay at school today, you will stay in the library. At 1:15 when that bell rings, you will go straight to the library. You're not doing this, you're not leaving. Picture house arriving outside, or take outside of the library. Make sure you pick one up. We will be releasing at 1:15. So, those of y'all who bus riders, just want to let you know. Playground kids and playground kids will load buses at the same time, so get out there as soon as possible. I'm going to repeat that. Playground kids and playground kids will load buses at the same time, so get out there right away. Do not miss that bus. Don't forget that if those who need to be CPI trained, remember that training has been moved to October 27th. So if you have a question or concern, contact Mr. Gordon. Later this week is Ribbon Week. So just listen tomorrow morning for those who are drill sometimes. Phone lines in the office are down, so you won't be able to use the phone. All call-outs have been sent to parents, so parents will be here accordingly, and they will contact. So, those are all our announcements right now. Thanks for all you do, and it is a great thing to be because you are okay.
All right, let's look at this equation real quick, because I want to give those papers back to you to finish. Look at this equation, guys. Okay. This is the function where W is the weight in pounds of the papers in his bag after he delivers in newspapers. So N represents the number of newspapers he's got to deliver. W is the weight of his bag. So we want to find the 0 of this.
All junior high cheerleaders report to Miss Richardson's room after school. All junior high cheerleaders report to Miss Richardson's room after school.
Okay. No, I mean, at 1:15. Okay, look, guys. Listen. So you're going to put 0 in for W. What does that mean when we're putting 0 in for W?
No weight.
There won't be any weight. So we're trying to find out how many newspapers he's got to deliver to have no weight in his bag. That's what we're trying to find out. Okay? So that would be the x-intercept. True? So all we got to do is solve this. So what are we going to do first? I would subtract 30 is what I'd do. Well, no, let's don't do that. Let's add 3/4 in. Since that's 0 right there. So we get 3/4 in equals 30. Now what? So now we're going to multiply by 4/3, aren't we? So n equals what? 40? N equals 40? Yes. So he's going to deliver 40 newspapers, and then his bag will be 0. Wait. Guys, we've got to know what these equations mean. Okay, that's what's important. Okay, if I was graphing this, I would need to turn this around, wouldn't I? And let's put it in y equal mx plus b form. So y equals what? Negative 3/4 x plus 30. True? What goes down here? What's on the x? Newspapers. What's on the y? Wait. Here's 0, 0. So the y-intercept is going to be what? 30. 0, 30. That's the y-intercept, 0, 30. Now, do I need to count by ones right here? Do I need to count by ones? One newspaper, two newspapers, three? No, I do about what, 10? Count by tens? So 10, 20, 30, 40. And maybe count by tens going up even. I just kind of estimated. How can I get another point without having to do the slope, without having to go over 4, down 3, over 4, down? What can I do to get another point so I can graph this? X-intercept. We already know it, don't we? Is 40, 0. Good. But what if I didn't know the x-intercept already? I could find it. Or could I just put another point in for x? One of these points, I could put 20 in or 30 or to find out y, another point. Can I do that? I mean, I could graph the slope, but that would be the easiest thing to me is just go put another one, 20 in or 40 or whatever in for x and find another y. So I can graph it. Does that make sense? Okay. And we need to. All right. So now